Okay, so thanks for joining me for another video, or maybe this is your first video. What this is about is I'm about to do quite a major refurbishment on the bike, and I'm going to cover what I'm going to be doing, why I'm going to be doing it, and what I'm going to be using to do it. If that's of interest to you, stay with me. Right, so where we are then, let's get straight into it. The first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to reduce the gearing. I did make a video before, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago now probably, when I reduced the gearing from the standard gearing at 50 tooth on the front chain ring down to 44 tooth. In all honesty, I'm not cycling as much as I used to. I'm not as fit as I used to be. Recently been having a few problems with my knees and such, so I'm going to reduce the gearing again. I'm going to be fitting this. This is a 40 tooth chain ring. It's from Bike Gang or H&H. And yeah, I'm going to be fitting that. I went for the 40 tooth. Lots of people go 39 tooth. Not a massive difference between the two, but obviously slightly easier on the 39 tooth. But I went for this mainly because it still incorporates the protector there.
It's a chain guard.
So I wanted that. Now, along with that, because that needs replacing, the chain will also be replaced. That's a standard Brompton chain. So we'll be replacing that. And the sprockets at the back. If you're not aware, the bike's 6-speed, I should have said that. It's an M6R Superlight. And so I'm replacing the sprockets as well. And although there's nothing wrong with the bottom bracket, I found this on Amazon, which is a titanium axled bottom bracket. And I thought, yeah, it's £33 from Amazon delivered. It's titanium, it's a bit lighter than the other one. The other one's been on there, as far as I know, since the bike was new. So it's done some miles, and I thought I'd take that opportunity as well to replace that at the same time. So that's most of the drivetrain getting replaced, or certainly the moving parts on it. So that's for the drivetrain. The other big thing I'm going to be doing is replacing the handlebars. These are Light Pro handlebars. I wanted the Joseph Cussack high rise, but they don't seem to be doing them anymore, certainly not in the UK anyway. I've not been able to get hold of them. Whether there's a shortage and they're going to be back on the market or not, I don't know. These, as far as I can tell, although they're not marketed as such, are, if not a copy, then certainly along the same lines as the Joseph Cussack handlebars. There's a sweep back on them. Don't know if you can see that there. But rather than being flat, as the Brompton handlebars are, straight across, they sweep back, and they're also quite a bit wider than the Brompton bars. So I'm going to be fitting those. I wanted a bit more width, and if that sweep back also helps with comfort a little bit, as they claim, then that's only good, and that can only be good. As part of that, because the handlebars are wider, again I've gone with the Light Pro, and I'm going to be fitting some new eazy wheels at the back there on the rack and the frame. These are much larger than the normal eazy wheels. These are 83mm eazy wheels. I think the standard ones come in round about 60mm, so quite a bit bigger. The reason for that is that will give the bike more height from the ground, which will accommodate the longer handlebars. So I'm going to be fitting those. Also with that, I'm not one for rolling the bike a lot, but but it will roll a lot easier with these on, so maybe that'll change, and maybe I'll start to get a bit more use out of the bike in that way. So I'm going to be doing that. So yeah, they'll be fitted along with the wider handlebars. What we got next? A few bling items. So I'm going to go with an aluminium luggage block. There we go. I just, as time's gone on, I have changed some of the components on the Brompton. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but some of the plastic components don't look particularly great in my opinion. And yeah, this bike's a keeper for me. I'm hoping it's the last bike I buy, and it'll see me to the end of my days. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but it won't be because I've neglected it or not tried to do that. So I don't mind investing a little bit in parts to do that. That I think I got from eBay. Not particularly expensive, can't remember how much, but yeah, not particularly expensive, but that's that. Along with that, I've also gone with a couple of gold blingy handlebar catcher and handlebar stud. Not sure what that's actually called, but the stud and the catcher, and a little titanium frame protector. That comes into my next thing. I'm going to be repainting the bike. I'm going to brush paint it. I'll take you a little tour of the bike now and just show you why I'm going to be doing that, and you may or may not understand my reasons. Even though it's a raw lacquer bike, I know that's going to be controversial, but I'm going to be repainting it. Okay, so let's get straight into it. You've got this sort of spider effect. Got rust around the clamp there, and also coming through on there. Moving to the front of the bike, which is worse, we've got more of this spider effect here and here, all around the block there. We've got rust coming through on the joint there, needs tidying up, and this area at the top. Now this was really bad going back 2 or 3 years ago, and I treated it with gum glue and then resealed it, and it stood up fairly well, but as you can see, it is starting to go again. It's far from perfect and needs some attention. That plus a few little areas of just wear and tear where I've managed to scratch the bike and such. So yeah, the decals are also scratched. The bike has to work hard for me. So yeah, that where are we? Here as well, some damage. So all in all, I think it's time to sort out the rust issues and give it a coat of paint. Now, this is what Brompton have to say about the raw lacquer finish. This is taken from their website. We also offer a premium lacquer finishes. These are finishes which are painstakingly achieved, showing the quality and craftsmanship of the hand-built frame. Each bike made with this transparent lacquer finish has a unique appearance due to variations in the surface coloration on the metalwork and brazing. It doesn't have a perfect look and should be considered an industrial finish. They go on to say steel frame parts on all Brompton bicycles will age and a patina will form over time. The purpose of the lacquer finish is to allow the natural aging of the bike to be visible, and this will happen differently on every bike. You draw your own conclusions from that, but for me, it's not a great look. It's a problem on lots of the bikes, though not all of the bikes with the raw lacquer finish. So what I'm going to use to repaint it is these. These are Humbrol enamel, or Revel enamel paints. And I'm going to be doing it in an urban camo style. So I've got quite a selection, 1, 2, 3, 4 different colours. Three different colours, plus a bit of black for some of the black parts on the bike, and some gold for some gold highlights. I'll show you what I mean by urban camo.
So yeah, it's a grey camo pattern basically, something along these lines.
Right, there we go. I've also got some new decals there, the Brompton decals. I don't know whether I'm going to use those or not, to be honest, but I've got them in case I do. Right, so that's what I'm going to be doing. The next, I don't know how many videos. I'm not sure how I'm going to work this on the videos. I'll try and, although I'm going to strip the bike down and paint it, and then obviously I'm going to reassemble it with the new parts. That's the way it's going to work. So maybe the next video I'll do will be stripping the bike down and showing you how I do that, take off everything that I need to take off in order to paint it. It's a Superlight bike, as I said, so the rear triangle and the front forks are titanium, so I won't be painting those. It's just the main frame, which is the raw lacquer, and the issues that I've shown you on that. So that's what I'm going to be painting. So yeah, if any of that might be useful to you, any of that's something you might be thinking of doing perhaps yourself in the future, then if you haven't already, subscribe, click the reminder button. I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.